Yo, what is the word, y'all? So today, I'm about to plug y'all up with the power forward build. It's really like a back end, but it's not like a taller one like a 6'11 or a 6'10. It's a 6'8. Now, before we even get into the video, the reason why 6'8 is like OD fire in this game, in my opinion, they have good defense, whether you want to steal or block. And if you want, you could put your perimeter higher. I don't really go high because again, you're at the power forward position, so you're going to be going against other power forwards, right? And then off of that, you get a mismatch. And if you can make it so you can dribble, you can ice a lot of these other power forwards you're going against, whether it's rec. I mean, you could play pro-am with this, but you would probably have to make it a little bit more pro-am design because this is more of just like all around do everything, right? So you get into the build, got a 91 driving dunk. Depending on how many cap breakers you already have, is well, we're gonna get into that, but let me just say the stats, right? 91, obviously, this is so you can get the cap break to 93. Two shooting cap breakers. And if you don't have shooting cap breakers, I would probably put my 3 point down and put the midi up and just leave it like that. Because I think at 87 midi you get what? You get silver shifty shooter at 30. Pass side, pass side, free throw, whatever. Pass side, 90. You can plus one this to 91. Honestly, you can get away with the 87. 87 is still extremely good in this game. So I've played with like between 87 to 98 this year. Honestly, as of recently, I think for a power forward slash center, or if you're just getting rebounds on your team and you like throwing it down, pulls like, you could use like because 87 is where you get the gold break starter. I highly recommend it. You can 90 pass second, ball handle 85, 75. So as I said, this is a dribbling power forward that could also play defense. Don't worry about these stats. I got a TP. Don't worry about the defense. But look, now if you don't want to make one, if your job on the court isn't to dribble like that at all, because me when I'm on this build, I normally play like secondary ball handling. But if your job isn't to really handle the ball in your area, you play with people that dribble and pass and all that. What you could do, you could lower these stats, and then you could obviously put them somewhere else where it's needed, or you could put it on interior. Although what I do on this build before I even make it, I run a 60 interior mainly because like interior is shot this year, and what I do, I think I plus two my paint controller, and then I plus two my high flying, or plus one my high flying. I think no, I think you get silver, so you get plus one my high flying. But yeah, interior. Get into that later, but I don't put it on this. Perimeter 85. Perimeter, yeah, 85 is sturdy enough. Like what I think you get a plus two to get it to 87, which gives you half off ball pass. But you don't need it necessarily because remember you're at the power forward position. Most power forwards you play, or at least 50% of them are gonna be taller than you and they're also gonna be slower than you. But as you can see, you're a defender, so you're gonna be able to stop that. This block goes up to 80. Again, I know that's kind of iffy, but I promise you 80 actually works as long as you're smart. This can go up to a 91, which is more than enough because I ain't gonna lie, no matter what skill you have, like no matter what, sometimes you literally just tap the ball because the game is terrible. But yeah, we're rebounding. I think you put three on here for a 92, so you get gold box out and gold rebound. And if you're really worried about helping your center, you could literally plus two both of these because I think one of these is a tier two and one of these is a tier one badge. Speed, agility, vertical. Honestly, you don't have to put it that high. But I tend to use a higher vertical. I was really just testing it out. You can definitely get away with 83, but you would have to maneuver these stats a little bit. And if you maneuver the stats a little bit too much, it can get rid of the cap breakers. It can mess it up a little bit. But I've been parlaying. Let me go into the build. I ain't gonna lie. I'm wilding. Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't need yes men right now. I need you to be honest. Actually, I'm trying to go hoop in the city for a little bit. But hey,
All right. So boom, right? Now I have 19. Well, I have 21 including my shooting cap break. I ain't gonna lie to you on this shit like OD and not a lot. So look, depending on your cap breakers. I'm going to assume nobody has less than 10 right now. If you do, I ain't gonna lie, you could probably just find another build on YouTube for like a no cap break build. But this is not a build for no cap breakers, I ain't gonna lie. It can be, but nah. If you do not have that many cap breakers, What I would do definitely, I'll put five on block or four on block. You could put around three on steel, right? So you get like a 86 steel, which is more than enough. And then you could put it on the driving dunk if you want. Now you have now this is a reliable build by just using only 10 cap breakers. Your rebound isn't that high yet, but that will come with time. Now if you don't want to do if you don't want to spend uh all those stats on steel and block, I recommend doing block because remember you're starting off with a 44 going up to an 80. So I would do four at least on block. But now you could do three on steel, or if you don't care about steel too much as of current for like where you at, you could do two on steel, and then you could put it on rebound if you're worried about rebounds. You could put it on driving. A lot of people like driving, and I ain't gonna lie. The plus two to get the goal posterizer, I feel is worth it. So yeah, and if you don't have shooting cap breakers, I would leave this, or like I said earlier, you could put the 3 point down and put the midi up, and eventually get your cap breakers. If you have like 15, you could do the 93. You could argue you could put three here, and then you could put four here again or five, and then you could inch your way up to 91 steel. Because I think 91 steel is for gold interceptor, but I could be wrong. So, and I'm pretty sure it's for gold interceptor. And you can never go wrong with that angle, like, cause a lot of people throw Stevies in this game, and you gotta capitalize off that. I'm not gonna lie to you, game. You have to. And yeah, now if you have over 18, I ain't gonna lie, I think on my version of this, I went 96 driving dunk just because like you really don't need to. I just like having fun and doing a little bit of other stuff on this game. Like I ain't gonna lie. So I did 96 so I could get the elite contacts off too. And it's pretty sturdy. I ain't gonna lie. It's fake sturdy, but you don't have to do that. Again, if the more cap breakers you get, you can do 87 perimeter, yada yada yada. You can put it on steel, max out the steel, max out the block. You can also do it on pass act because look, you can go 93 pass accuracy, get Hall of Fame break starter. You get that ball, you can swing it. If your man's is open down the court, they should get a regular catch. And if you want, you could plus one into legend. Or if you have it go like this build, you're gonna have it gold over it. You could plus two into legend. So you're still throwing dots. As long as you know you're gonna be getting boards up. Because I ain't gonna lie, like you're 6'8" with like a 92 rebound. You just have to be smart with what you do. Let me show you my actual build, yeah. So this is my actual version of it. Now, as you see, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of messed up. I wouldn't have put it on vertical and put it on pass act, but I just like having the all five green 90 stats when you load into record pro him or any game of for real. It's just like cool to see. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, if you have 21 cap breakers like I have, you could do this. But what I wouldn't do, I wouldn't put it on vert. I'll put it on pass act, and then that would be really good for now. Other things that you could do, you could really put the vert down. If you don't even want to go like that high dunk, you could literally just chill with a 93 because 93 is way more than reliable, especially because you can get the goal posterizer and like from tests from 2K Labs and 2K2 whoever you really watch for real, they literally showed you that from gold to legend posterizer, it's not really that big of a deal, and that contact dunks and how big your green window is really depends on your stat. So you're driving like that. So that's it. So as I said before, if you know you're gonna be getting boards like that, you know how to run the pink for real on a 6'8". You could put it on a 93 pass arc if you don't want the dunk. But that's just my version of it.